Good morning, Facebook, or I guess I should say good afternoon. This morning when I was waking up, God spoke immediately as I was waking up and said, awaken. So I knew that that was the word of the day. I was very thankful for that. I didn't get a word yesterday. Um, and so I got up, did business, did what I had to do, but I kept hearing that word in my spirit. So I got up, got my books, started studying, started looking up verses. What are you trying to tell me, Lord? What are you trying to impart into me besides just waking me up today? And I want to say I'm grateful and I'm thankful that the Lord woke me up today. It's another day to serve Him, to live out the purpose and the calling on my life that He's given me. And so here's some stuff that I feel like He wants me to share with you today. So awakening is not just about waking from sleep. Awakening has lots of synonyms like activation, arising, birth, animating. So when you think about, we walk around all the time awake, but are we awake? Or are we just going through the motions? Are we just living every day? Are we just surviving? Or are we really awake? Do we need to be awakened? And so that's what I feel like God was telling me today is not just wake up, not just go through the motions, eat breakfast, watch a little TV, do a little house cleaning, pet my cats. Awaken my spirit, man. Awaken something inside of me that's so much deeper than just my flesh. So that's what I feel like He's imparting to you today is, are you awake, or are you just going through the motions? Are you just doing what you're supposed to do? You're going to work, you're feeding your kids, you're just going through life. Is that really the life that we're called for? Was that really why He put a plan and a purpose on our life, was just to exist every day? I used to say that all the time. I used to cry out to the Lord and say, I don't want to just exist. I know I'm made for more. I know I'm supposed to do more than this, Lord. Why do I feel like I just exist to work? And so I feel like this is a very empowering message. This is a remnant message. This is a message to say, it is time, people. It is time for us to get up, wake up, rise up, activate, animate. Those are all powerful words to say, awaken. Awaken your spirit, man. Don't go through life just existing anymore. Find your calling, find your passion, be who you're supposed to be, not what the world tells you you're supposed to be. As I was reading verses, I saw this and it really touched me. It said, a subjective experience in which individual's ego transcends their ordinary sense of being to a wider, infinite possibility and truth of who you really are. I was like, wow, yes, I want that. I want to be spiritually awakened, not just body awakened every day. I want to be spiritually awakened, and I want to have a wider, infinite sense of who I am and what I am and who I'm supposed to be, how I'm supposed to make a difference. My name won't go on. In 100 years, no one will know my name. But my impact can go on. My legacy can go on. The blessings on my generations, 1,000 generations, can go on. And that's what I want. I want more for me. I want more for my family. I want more for my friends. I want you all to have spiritual awakening so that you live life fully and you get to experience the fullness and the gladness and the glory of God every day. So as I was reading verses, I always try to find verses in the Bible that has the actual word in it, because I think that's really powerful too. And I think God's trying to speak to us through his word, because the word is the Lord. So as I was looking, it says there's around 37 verses that has awaken in it. And so as I was reading through them, some of them, just verses for me. I didn't really get a lot out of it. It's just a sentence. And then Isaiah 54, 50-4. It says, "The Lord God has given me the tongue of disciples, that I may know how to sustain the weary one with a word. He awakens me morning by morning. He awakens my ear to listen as a disciple." So that verse hit me like a ton of lead. He awakens me every morning with a word. He wants me to encourage you, to lift you up, to help you see that he's there. It's a relationship. I'm not just making this stuff up. He does it. He's talking to me. He wants to talk to each one of us all the time. He wants to give us word. He wants to give us encouragement. He wants us to have peace and joy and the fruits of the Spirit, even in a world that doesn't. He wants you to have that. You are his disciple. You are his prophet. You are the word of the Lord here for him to use to give out. So I just want you to know that as I've read through these, I feel empowered. It encourages me to know that he wants me to speak to you. He wants me to give you word. He wants me to tell you there's a relationship that you can have with Jesus Christ, that you can speak to him every single day and know what he has for you. That was the exact word he had for me today. He has an exact word for you in your life also. So I pray that you let your spirit be awakened to the Father, that you start reading your word, that you pray, that you say, God, give me a word. What do you want me to know about me, about my life, about my ministry, about who I'm supposed to be? If you're a sinner watching this saying, she's crazy, give him a chance. The devil will always be there. Give God a chance. Let him speak to you. It will make all the difference in your world, in your life, in your children's life, in your future. And I just pray over you today that you let your spirit awaken to the truth, and that all this shallow stuff of this world that brings us satisfaction in a moment and sadness and disappointment, after that, that is all shallow. The deep calls to the deep. God is calling to his people to awaken, go deeper, and you will find me. And so I pray that this touches your heart, your head, your ears, your eyes, and awakens your spirit, that there's a God that loves you more than anything.